One Piece. Chapter 1089. We owe all there is to desire. The chapters start when the Egghead is in chaos because of the arrival of the Cipher Pole. And everyone in the Egghead is in panic. The researchers is running in fear after they saw what happened on Atlas. Intruders. Why is the Cipher Poles doing this? The researchers can't believe because the Cipher Pole is attacking them. Luffy, Jinbei, and Chopper arrives in the scene and they saw the destruction caused by Rob Lucci. Chopper was freak out after he saw Rob Lucci again. Jinbei can't believe that the Cipher Pole is going to eliminate Vegapunk. What are you doing here? Pigeon guy. Luffy's reaction after he saw Rob Lucci again. Rob Lucci reply on Luffy. You realized this is a government island. Oh yeah. Guess we're the ones out of place here. Luffy said on Lucci. Chopper is still scared on Lucci and calls Luffy to leave immediately. Oh, my. The Straw Hat Pirates. And it looks like they're with Jewelry Bonnie too. Kaku said after he saw Luffy and the other crew with Jewelry Bonnie. Well that's that, Lucci, we cannot lay a hand on them. Straw Hats is officially an emperor now. We can't engage him without orders. Kaku said on Lucci. That they cannot fight an emperor without order from the higher ups. Luffy saw something and gives Bonnie to Jinbei. That's right. Emperors have considerable backing behind them. Even a small tiff can flare up an all-out war. Added by Stuzy. Stuzy gave orders to one of the agent to inform the navy. And Luffy is running and approaching Atlas. Luffy was shocked when he saw what happened on Atlas. It's her. That kid from before. This is awful. Luffy can't believe after he saw that Atlas is in bad condition. I'm aware the consequences that said by Lucci. Luffy ignores Lucci from that time. And Luffy calls Chopper if he can do something to help Atlas. Chopper reply. I'll try but I think this is more Frankie's forte. Keep out of this. It's a government business. Said by Lucci on Luffy. That kid gave us food. Luffy talks back on Lucci. Luffy was enraged after he saw Atlas lying in the ground because of Lucci. Meanwhile in the Navy HQ. The Straw Hat Pirates is on Egghead. What the hell? Akainu can't believe that the Straw Hat Pirates is in the Egghead right now. Things keep getting messier. Is Vegapunk onto CP0? Asked by Akainu. I afraid so, they have to force their way in. Reply by one Marine. You'd think those brats would consult me before declaring war. Akainu on Rob Lucci and the other agents in their situation on Egghead. If Vegapunk cut a deal with Straw Hat. That's a major blow to our military superiority. Added by Akainu. Where's Kizaru? He's already left for Egghead as planned. Reply by one officer. Tell Lucci to wait for the Marines to arrive. Order by Akainu on the CP0. Yes sir. He's not going to engage to Straw Hat under any circumstances. Reply by one officer. The scene cuts back again on the Egghead. A huge explosion is happening inside the Egghead and everyone was screaming. Right now inside the Egghead. Luffy and Lucci is currently on a clash. And everyone is running, even Chopper and Jinbei. Chopper is yelling on Luffy that don't start the fight yet. You'd better be sure that you want to do this, Luffy. They'll consider this a major incident. Added by Jinbei. And the other Straw Hats is currently watching the fight of Luffy and Lucci. What the heck? Did that Lucci guy always looks like that? Said by Nami. What speed? This is a rare sight. Most awakened zone powers tend to overwhelm the user's mind. But this? Shaka was amazed on what he saw on the fight between Lucci and Luffy. You're not the only one. Who's gotten stronger, Straw Hat? Lucci flexing his new awakened devil fruit ability on Luffy. Lucci. Stand down, we still don't have permission. Kaku said on Lucci. Suddenly the real Vegapunk appear and ask Shaka if the White Warrior is on the screen. And Frankie was surprised when he saw the real Vegapunk in front of him. Whoa! The real Vegapunk. How'd he get up here so fast? And Vegapunk asked the Straw Hats if they had any information about Luffy's transformation. Vegapunk is curious about Luffy's Gear 5. We've not really sure, to be honest. Isn't it one his devil fruit powers? Reply by Nami on Vegapunk. That's funny, you see there's no mention of any gum fruit in the old devil fruit encyclopedia. Said by Vegapunk. And Nami was surprised. I mean you said that, but that's what Luffy's always called it. Added by Usopp. How sublime. He looks just like that god described in the ancient text. Vegapunk stated. God? Are you senile? That's just Luffy. Even Sanji can't believe on what his Vegapunk is saying. Luffy and Lucci's fight continues. While the other Straw Hats is watching them in the monitor. Luffy continues laughing while Lucci is attacking him. Vegapunk explains about the warrior of liberation who could bring a smile on anyone. The sun god, Nika. I've never heard that name. Reply by Nami. Naturally, because it's been erased from the history. Vegapunk stated. And yet, as long as people's desires persist, such thing will never cease to be. Added by Vegapunk. While Lucci continues attacking Luffy, but he can't land any hit against Luffy. Luffy looks like playing against Lucci. Even though he is in his awakened form, Lucci doesn't land a hit, even a small scratch on Luffy. We owe all there is to desire, for instance. Said by Vegapunk, according to his research. And Nami thought about something about the devil fruits. Devil fruits are a manifestation of the desire to see how different paths of evolution can play out. Vegapunk continues explaining about the devil fruits. Devil fruit is just like a wish for a different possibility for the future of humanity. And Luffy and Lucci is preparing to launch a punch to each other. These deviations are, of course, unnatural. So it makes sense that they attract the ire of Mother Nature. Even the sea itself. One who has eaten a devil fruit. Lived a totally alien existence. Born out of the limitless permutations of imagination. Luffy and Lucci clash their fist and the researchers in their surrounding was shock. The clash of their haki is so strong. But still Luffy was not bother on Lucci's attack. Well, that's my theory at least. Whether you believe that there's a god there or not. One thing's for sure. We live in a wondrous world. Vegapunk said to the Straw Hats. And everyone was surprised on what they heard on Vegapunk. While the fight in the monitor continues. While the fight of Luffy and Lucci continues. Sentomaru arrives in the area. This is supposed to be my day off. What do you want, Grandpa Punk? Complains by Sentomaru on Vegapunk. This seems cut and dry. The cipher pole is on our side. Pirates are enemy. So I just gotta back up the CP0, right? Added by Sentomaru. Not quite, Sentomaru. The CP0 agent's actually here to eliminate me. Sorry to spring this on you, but can you chase them off? Wait, wouldn't that make me a traitor? Sentomaru's reply on Vegapunk's request. I know that this is a big decision. Vegapunk said on Sentomaru. Sentomaru along with the three Seraphims on his side. The three Seraphim looks like Jinbei, Mihawk, and Hancock. But Vegapunk suddenly changed his request on Sentomaru. Never mind me, Sentomaru. I only took you in when you were starving. Please do whatever you think is right. Said by Vegapunk on Sentomaru that currently can't make any decision. The CP0 is in bad condition. This'll be tricky, he's got three Seraphims, and Kaku orders S-Bear to attack one Seraphim. It's no use, Kaku. We're at the handicap here. Said by Stuzy on Kaku. Sentomaru suddenly gives order on S-Bear to attack the CP0 agents. Kaku was surprised. I forgot that his orders trumped the authority chip we have. And S-Bear unleashed a laser beam against the CP0 agents. Kaku and Stuzy was almost caught on its attack. Stuzy explains on how the command hierarchy works on the Seraphims. The Seraphim's command hierarchy is the 5 elders, Dr. Vegapunk and his satellites, Sentomaru, and anyone with an authority chip. The Seraphims cannot take a command via transponder snail. So it's impossible to ask from the 5 elders. Added by Stuzy. Come to think of it, destroying one of this gizmos would be a big loss to the government. Would it kill you to look before you leap, Lucci? Kaku added on their situation right now. Luffy used new attack against Lucci. Luffy called it Gum Gum Mole Pistol. Lucci didn't expect that attack and hit him directly. And Sentomaru orders S-Snake to lead the Straw Hats to the vacuum rocket and make sure they safety to the Frontier Dome. And Sentomaru order S-Hawk and S-Shark to suppress the CP0 agents. Jinbei asked Chopper if his eyes is playing tricks on him. After he saw the Seraphim's faces. I thought they look familiar. Reply by Chopper. Those brown guys. Look like ex-warlords. Don't tell me they cloned us. Added by Jinbei. Oh, Battle Axe. Long time no see. Said by Luffy on Sentomaru. Don't nickname me based on my weapon, Straw Hat. We're not friends. Sentomaru reply on Luffy. Anyway, are you really gonna help Grandpa Punk to escape? Added by Sentomaru. Yeah, he asked me. Don't sweat it. I'm not sure if I can trust you. You're an emperor after all. And what's with your appearance? Sentomaru said on Luffy. But suddenly Rob Lucci appear out of nowhere, and attacks Sentomaru. Rob Lucci attack called handgun. And Sentomaru was bleeding on Rob Lucci surprise attack. Luffy was shocked on what happened. Battle axe. Said by Luffy on Sentomaru. Sentomaru already takes down by Lucci. All we had to do is cut the head of the snake. Now Seraphim. Obey us. Rob Lucci gives a command on the Seraphims after he takes down Sentomaru. And the chaos will continue on Egghead.